dear, sighed Lottie. There's nobody to play with and nothing to do, and nobody loves me. Lottie was an only child, with no brothers or sisters. She lived in quite a nice house with a big garden, but round the garden was a high wall, so that she was quite cut off from everybody else. Sometimes she felt very lonely indeed. "Poor little Lottie," said Mamma. "Perhaps you'd like to help me wipe the dishes?" "Don't want to wipe the dishes," said Lottie. "I've been indoors all the morning." "Well, then go and play out in the garden," said Mamma. "I've played with everything out there," said Lottie with another sigh. "But you've got all your dollies." "Yes, but—" "And all your animals?" "Yes, but—" "Why not play they're your children," said Mamma with a bright idea, "and make them go to school and then give them their lunch on the lawn?" Lottie's eyes brightened. In a moment she was bundling all her large and varied family out of the cupboard. Big dolls, little dolls, rag dolls and china dolls, dogs and cats, Growly the teddy bear and Polly the penguin. Soon they were all seated in rows on the lawn, while Lottie stood in front with her toy easel and blackboard, trying to teach them that 2 and 2 make a 4. Growly seemed very dense and would not answer. Polly behaved very badly, for the wind blew her over just as Lottie was talking to her. However, Lottie continued talking to them and scolded them to her heart's content until she was tired of it. "Now we won't play school any more," she said to her class. "You are all dunces and won't learn anything. I'm going to take you all on a big ship across the sea, like Daddy." So she borrowed Mama's washtub, put a stick through one handle for a mast, tied her Union Jack on the other, and then began to bundle in all the passengers. In they went, dolls, dogs, cats, and of course Growly and Polly. It was a motley crew, but they seemed to enjoy their ride. No one was seasick, even though they did go to Australia and back. Pretty soon Lottie was tired of that, so she told her family it was supper time, and brought out her new tea set for the occasion. Mama provided some bread and butter and milk and a piece of cake, and Lottie began. Growly was duly admonished not to be greedy, and the doggies were told to keep their feet off the table. Then Lottie poured out the milk and passed around the butter and bread, and of course finished up by eating it all herself. However, she decided that everybody had a good lunch, and they had all enjoyed themselves. "Haven't you had a good time this afternoon after all?" said Mamma as Lottie came indoors. "Yes," said Lottie, "but I've played with them enough now. I'm tired of that. I want someone to play with, who will talk to me." "Shall we go for a walk downtown?" suggested Mamma. "Oh, yes, do," said Lottie. So away they went. Lottie was delighted, thinking that Mama was going to take her down to the shops, but for some reason or other, Mama missed the shops, turned off at a street which led away from them. "Aren't you going the wrong way, Mama?" asked Lottie. "No, darling, this is all right." "But this isn't the way to the shops." "No, but I thought we'd go a different way, just for a change." "But where are you going?" "We are nearly there," said Mamma. "There." "Let's just walk on and see," said Mamma. On they walked, getting farther and farther from the shops and away from the nice houses. Lottie was puzzled. Then she exclaimed, "Mamma, why are you coming here? Look at that poor little girl sitting on the pavement. What's she sitting there for?" "She is a poor little crippled girl," said Mamma. "That's the only place she has to play. See, she's drawing pictures on the pavement." "Oh dear, I wouldn't like to be like that." "But look at those others, Mamma. They haven't any shoes or socks on. Why not?" because their daddies are out of work and cannot earn any pennies to buy them some. Poor little girlies, and haven't they got any toys to play with? No, dear, I don't think so. And Mama, look at that boy over there with a teddy bear. The teddy hasn't any arms or legs. It's not so nice as Growly, is it? Said Mama. And this is where the children have to play? Asked Lottie. Haven't they any garden? This is all their playground, said Mama. Just the street. You wouldn't like that, would you, dear? Soon they turned around to go home. Lottie was very quiet and seemed to be thinking about something. In her prayers that night, she prayed for the poor little children she had seen and asked God to send them some nice presents to play with. That night, she dreamed she had gone to live with the poor children. She thought she was dressed in old torn clothes, with no stockings or shoes to wear, and had to play all her games in a dirty street. In a great fright, she woke up and called, "Mama!" Mama ran in, wondering what was the matter. "Oh, Mama!" she cried. "I'm so glad I'm here with you, and have this nice warm bed, and this lovely home. You won't let me go and live down there, will you?" Mama understood and hugged her tightly. Next morning, long before anybody else was up, Lottie was downstairs, fumbling with a big piece of brown paper and the contents of her cupboard. Hearing the noise, Mama woke up and listened. "Goodbye, Growly," she heard a little voice saying. "I can't keep you any longer. You must go and make the poor children happy. And goodbye, Polly. I hope they'll look after you. And goodbye, Wallawag, Jim Mama, and Sonny, Jim. You'll be good without me, won't you?" Mama stole downstairs. "What in the world?" "I'm going to take all these to the poor children today," said Lottie with an air of business-like determination. "You must come and show me the way, please." Mama smiled and agreed to go. Later in the day, both of them went back to the street where they had been the day before, and Lottie began giving away her precious collection of dolls and animals to the poorest of the children. The news spread like wildfire, and soon children by the dozen were running toward them. "It must be an angel come to us," said one little child. But Lottie's parcel did not go very far among so many, and Mama had to hurry her away from the crowd of children who were soon swarming all around them. At last they reached home. "And you're not sorry they are all gone?" said Mama. "No," said Lottie. "I keep thinking of the way those children smiled when they got them. And didn't that little boy laugh when he took poor Growly? I never felt so happy before." "And shall I tell you a secret?" said Mama. "What is it?" asked Lottie with eager eyes and ears. "Very soon," said Mama, "Jesus is going to send us something better than all those dolls you have given away." "Is he? What is it?" "One day the one that will really talk?" "Yes," said Mama. "Oh, I'm so glad," said Lottie. And he did.